Meadow Mike and wife here. We're at the beautiful Black Swan Inn in Tilton. Wife and I have been detecting here for several days now, and it's been incredible. Relics, coins, silver, gold, diamonds. The video is a little long, but it moves fast, and there's certainly a good variety of things here. So I hope you enjoy it. At first, we're going to start off with a quick history with the owner. I think you said it was built in the late 1800s?
It was built in 1880. It was built by Selwyn Bancroft Peabody. He bought the Tilton Tweed from Abigail Tilton. He lived here after he bought the business. He built this house here. It was him, his wife, and his daughter. And his daughter, Isabella, inherited everything. And then in later years, she married a man named Arthur Brown, who was telegraph operator for the railroad. And he came to live with her, and he eventually shut down the Tilton Tweed and operated an endless belt factory. And he invented, along with his secretary and his foreman, the endless belt, what we know as a fan belt that they used on the Ford automobiles and every other automobile since.
When your guests, come here, what can they expect when they stay here?
They expect a Victorian home in pretty close to original state. Brought up to fairly modern standards. We have Wi-Fi and flat screen TVs and things like that. But still, people say it seems like we step back into the 1800s when they come here. We do events, we do weddings, we do memorial services, showers. A little bit bigger of a venue than a home, but keeping the quaintness of, not going to a large hall.
So digging at the Black Swan Inn just had a really scratchy signal in the 80s and assumed it was another bottle cap because I've been finding a million of them. But then I pulled out this little guy right here. I haven't found whether it's silver or not yet, but he's kind of pretty. Very tiny. And I just found a Wheatie. This is my second Wheatie of the day. It's a Wheatie.
Oh my God, yeah, that's gotta be a silver.
Isn't it beautiful?
That is lovely.
So I just wanted to wait and...
Oh, it's a Rosie? A nice shiny Rosie.
1950.
Beauty. Congratulations. Yay. So my wife found something larger than a quarter, and oh yes, she did. There it is down there.
I mean, how hard can I rub it?
Yeah, usually like your pants, like, yeah. I swear I'm seeing a bit of a bust on there. Yep, there it is. Look at the stars.
Oh, I see the stars. Okay, yes. More?
Sure.
You can rub it on my pants if you want.
Oh, yep, large sun wreath.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Awesome.
There's a date right there. 18 something.
Yep, I see that.
I can see the 1/8.
Yep.
Maybe a 5? I don't know.
It very well could be. Yeah. That's
cool.
You congrats. Yay.
Yay.
You crushed your oldest coin. So awesome.
Awesome. All right.
Congratulations, baby. My wife's having a hot day today. Me, I found clad. That's about it. Yeah. It's like a grommet. Bullet. Yeah, that's a cap of some sort. Man, lots of roots just to get out a wheat penny that's a bit split. You went from an 82 to 90. Yeah, finally got it out of there. Not really sure what this is. 3 holes. I'm not sure if it's a lantern part or something else, but I wonder why I ring up so high. So my wife just looks like almost like a surface find.
No, I pulled it out a little bit. It wasn't very far under though.
Oh, look at that little guy.
Yeah. Dainty little horseshoe. So that may
Yeah,
be
little curved endings.
Signals are from the edge here.
Is that an old style?
I don't know what that is.
That looks like the trigger of like an old gun, or like a cap gun or something. Pull it back. Pull the hammer back. Not the trigger, the hammer. 62 to 65, and I see something goldish down there. Oh wow. Oh my goodness, I hope that's real. I think it's probably just plated, but it's pretty nice.
Jumpy 71, but I think it's an old something. Tool? It's a something. I feel like it's a tool, but I don't know what it's for. Or it's a plug, I don't know.
It's definitely, yeah, I gotta come to a point there. Huh, there it is. This piece, junk flashing. Copper pipe. It's got like a rubber band on it. I imagine this is very old, but it says Victorian Trading Company. It's got a crown. I think this belonged to the king. Maybe some sort of like Lions Club? Is that what the L is? Well, this is different. Something kind of neat. There's been a lot of junk out here, so I'm happy with anything different. So yeah, just pulled this out. This rectangular piece with a little fancy on it, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna be as good as what my wife's gonna be getting here, maybe. And let's take a look.
Solid, very deep signal. Do you see it?
Is it down the right there?
It is right there.
Ooh, oh, it's big.
It's big.
We make the big coppers. Oh my. Look at her pulling up a beautiful 1 cent.
1 cent? It does. So this one's better than the other one I got, huh?
47.
Nice.
1847. Way to go, wife. Yeah. Look at that. That is a gold bottle cap. Probably 24 karat. Yeah, it's a weedy. Yeah, something. I was getting a 90 signal, which I was hoping was good, but again, there was a lot of trash. And looked in here, there's bushes and flowers I didn't want to disturb, and there was a little like mole hole. So I just stuck the pinpointer down in it and got a crazy hit. And as you can see, right down in there, hopefully, is a it looks like a walking Liberty, a $50. Yep. And yeah, I will spray it and get a date. It's 1918. Very nice. Looks like it's got a scratch on it, but I didn't use any digging tools. Wow, it's in really nice condition. That's super. It's like she just pulled out a nickel. Oh yeah, Indian head.
Yeah, and there's the buffalo right there.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I can see 5 cents, but that's all I can see.
That's good if you can see that, though.
United States of America on the top.
Yeah, it's got a lot of detail left.
Yeah, it does. So, cool.
Very nice. Good job.
Right, thank you.
I was getting like high 70s. I think it tapped 80 a couple times and dug down and popped this guy out. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure, but boy, that looks silver to me. It's got some weight to it. But I guess I will have to acid test it when I get home.
I just spent a while digging a spoon and a handle that are iron, but seem kind of cool. I'll get them in the sun. There we go. And I just dug a signal that was super scratchy, but pretty steady in the 70s and low 80s. And I thought maybe I found another perfect circle of iron, because I find a lot of those. But then I spun it over and it has a nub on the back of it. So it is a button, I believe. And so it seems very old and very large. And yeah, so kind of a cool old button.
So I hit about 55, 56, a little over nickel range, but I think I got it out and something's in here. Ah! 1945 and a P. That is a silver war nickel. Cool.
So I finally had a decent signal in the low 80s, and it turns out to be something that looks sort of cross-like. Not sure exactly what it is. Let's see. Some sort of jewelry. Let's see. Oh, nice. Let's see what we've got here. Oh my goodness. What does that say? I've never seen anything like this before. Figure out what it says afterwards. Women's Relief Corps. There we go. Neat. Awesome. The date on it is 1883. Now I can read it. Women's Relief Corps, 1883. Super cool.
I'm here down by the public walkway here, which is in the backside of the Black Swan Inn, and had a pretty scratchy 80s signal, but I think there's some iron on either side of that. But I think I got it out of the hole, so we will discover what it is together. Wow, that is a ring. I don't think it's a precious metal, but that is cool. And this is a happy surprise. I wasn't expecting this because it was total scratchy, like mid-60s. But yeah, right here. Thought it was a penny, and I mean it is kind of a penny, but it's an Indian head penny, Indian head set. Straight up 55 on the Garrett AT Max, and yeah, that's a musket ball. Good weight, good size, good condition. That is a solid 81. Oh my. Looks like a silver ring stuck on a root. That thing is beautiful. I mean, I believe it is just a silver ring. I'm not seeing any markings inside. It's got all those little dots in there, but I believe those are stones. Little tiny diamonds, maybe. Very cool. Well, this is a little different. I'm not really sure what it is. It's got like a little bit of fancy on the front. It doesn't remind me of any button, but I'm not really sure. Huh. It's pretty cool. That's a nail. That's not what's cool. That was in the same hole as this guy. Looks like a very nice, pretty good condition suspender clip. Would be my guess. Cool. So I'm back behind the carriage house here, and this was a straight out 68, and yeah, it's a cool button here for the sun. I don't know if you can see it. It says Boston Elevated Railway. I'm not really sure what that means. I'll have to look it up. And also right next to it was the shank.
So I just had a signal that was in the 20s, and it was pretty solid in the 20s on my Simplex, so I figured I would dig it, and it has turned out to be this, which is some kind of a buckle. Mike says maybe it's an old shoe buckle. It's kind of cool. Unfortunately, I only have part of it, sadly, but it's a neat find anyway.
So this was like anywhere 48 to 74. I'm not sure why I dug it, but I'm kind of glad I did. I got a little termite walking on it right now, but it's a button, and it looks like there. That looks like an eagle, kind of a long-necked eagle.
So I just had a signal fairly near the surface. It's in the high 70s, and I pulled out this cute little knife, and it seems very new. Almost no rust on it. The blade is stainless, I guess.
My wife says she found a penny, but it's nothing that she's seen before.
1888 maybe? I don't...
1888, that'd be an Indian head.
But...
So yeah, my wife found an Indian cent.
Unfortunately, I scratched.
Got a little scratch on his head. He don't mind. He's been through a lot. This was just an absolutely terrible signal. And I mean, literally, it was like, I don't know, 40s, 30s, and some 50s in the AT Max. And I see an edge right there that looks like a coin. So I'm guessing it's a nickel, but I'm hoping it's an older nickel. Oh, it's pretty clean. Yeah, I think, is that the bust? Oh, that's a V. Yeah, there it is. Right in the center is a V nickel, a Liberty Head nickel. Very cool. Getting near the end of the day here. Sun has gone down over the inn. Oh man, I'm like kind of shaking a little bit. This is why you always check your hole. I filled it back in, put the plug down, and then swept over it again, and it went from crappy signal to an 83. So I think the nickel and this baby were you know, causing the signals to be off. This is a little coin spill. This ended up being a V nickel in my very first, it looks like, seated quarter. Yeah, there she is. Oh man, this is just amazing. I am so glad we came back one more day. Very cool. This is a first for me. I've never found a seated anything on a dime or a quarter, but yeah, so cool.
My first dig of the day, and I found a ring. It's a big iron ring, but it's a ring. Very nice ring. I have no idea what it is, but I found a ring. So I just had a signal that was bouncing around a bit, and it was kind of in my garbage range, but figured I'd dig it because sometimes relics have these numbers. It was in the 60s on the Simplex. Pulled out this, and it seems quite pretty. I think when it cleans up, it'll look even prettier. At first I thought it was just a, you know, a hinge or something, but I think it's actually something more than that, maybe. Or maybe those are screw holes. I guess those are screw holes, so maybe it's not anything super fancy, but it looks nice.
Here's something I haven't found here yet. It's a harmonica reed. It's a little busted up, but definitely could tell what it is. Very cool. Boy, this was between 53 and 55. I don't want to get too excited, but I don't know if you can see that in there. I have no idea what I'm looking at. Oh my God. I may have just found some gold. Gold earring maybe? I'm not sure, but this was again 53 to 55. Yeah, this is labeled 18K in 925. It is absolutely stunning. It's a beautiful, nice, heavy earring. I am so thrilled. I haven't found gold in months. I can't be lucky twice, but maybe. This was ringing up in the 50s. I think it was a 54.
I can't really quite figure out what it is because of that claspy
It feels
thing.
so light.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, maybe it's just junk.
Pretty.
But very pretty.
So I just found myself digging a hole right near a bunch of other holes where we've already been. But I was getting a decent signal, so I figured I'd follow it. And I have found this guy who looks like a really big copper. Woohoo! Yep, I see the stars. Yep, that side says 1 cent. So yep, found another copper cent. Not very deep either, but the ground is so packed and so dry. It was maybe 3 inches down. So that's kind of cool. 38, maybe? I think 1838 is what it looks like. Super cool, and the hair looks great. I'm very excited.
This is pretty cool. It was down underneath these roots here, a good 6 inches, and it's the most complete. Looks like an oil engine base. The wick would come out here, and you would turn this to you know, adjust the size of the wick, and beneath would be where the oil was stored. But yeah, pretty cool.
So I think my streak of not finding any jewelry may finally be over. This guy looks like it's a silver ring. It was ringing up like it might be. It was high 80s, occasionally a 90. Small. But yeah. Got X's all over it. That's weird, huh? I was finally able to read the inside of it, and it does say Sterling and then Expo, I think. Sterling and then something. Like Sterling Expo or something like that. I can't get my phone to focus on it, but it'll show up better when it's cleaned. But it is sterling, so that's cool.
This was 68, high 60s. And yeah, it's a good chunky musket ball. That is a good size guy there. I would not want to be pegged with this thing.
Pretty straight 54, which is usually my garbage number. It's a thing. Looks kind of like it was once pretty. Let's see if there's any more parts of it in the hole. Yep, there's still stuff in there, so I'm gonna keep digging. Well, I keep finding things. Here's 2 more parts that I found in the hole. So this was some sort of an elaborate bracelet thing. I think that's finally it. It looks like the hole is now empty, but that's cool. So this is what all the pieces look like when we're done. There's a nice cross piece. There's a couple of Virgin. These little guys are Virgin Marys. Don't know what this heart is, but it's definitely a nice, very old religious artifact of some kind.
Okay, here we go. Yikes. Not really sure what it's made of. Looks like maybe copper or brass, or not sure. There we go. Let's get it all in there.
Relic spoon bowl. It's gotta be. Here's where the handle was. Super cool. Big spoon. Well, I'm still in the garden, and I just dug up a button. I think I see some stuff on there too. Let's see if I can get the lens to focus on this at all. It may just say something like Levi Strauss, I don't know, but that's cool. Awesome, a button.
I've never found a class ring before, but man, this just came out of the ground. Sorry about the cars that are right next to me. That thing is just big and chunky. So I was hoping this would be a little bit better, but I think it's just a generic. It just says high school on it, and I don't think that's a precious metal, neither silver nor gold. It just looks plated maybe, but still a really cool find. I'm right up against the side of Route 3 here. Don't mind all the cars going by. Looks like we have a silver dime. Looks just like a rosy. Just made it. That looks like a 1964. Cool. I'm still by the street here, and yeah, I'm not sure what I got. This is a 75. It looks copper, but way too big to be a penny. I'm not sure. Maybe a token. Cleaned it up a little bit, and it seems to be a token that I believe says Namco. I think that's like arcade type thing.
Our official last day at the Black Swan, and I think I might have finally found something today. It's been a rough day, but it looks like a button. Yay! I think it'll clean up nicely, but at least I found something, a good artifact today, so that's cool.
She may have something good, we're not sure. It's like kind of rang up in the gold rangers on the Simplex, so she's going to spray it off.
Well, it's got some pretty on it.
It does have pretty.
It's a piece of jewelry, I think.
Yeah, I do too.
I just don't know what kind of metal it is.
Fascinating. I'm probably too close with the camera, but...
Interesting. Yeah. Good start.
We'll find out what it is. Cool.
Thank you.
Very nice. Yeah, this looks like an old skeleton key. I love finding these things. It's I've only found a couple, and this one is just gorgeous. The detail on that. Oh yeah, that is a really cool one. This is pretty cool. Looks like a little snap or a button, but it's got some design on it. Looks like a couple of torches maybe, but pretty neat. It also looks like it has some gold gilt left on it at the bottom there.
So I'm at the edge of the property. There's a wall right here in the leaves, and I just had a signal that I figured I'd follow since we're just about done for the day, and I got an ornamental, I don't know, tin thing maybe? But it looks like maybe the top of a pot or something, you know, a handle for lifting. I think it's kind of cool.
One of the last finds here looks like a type of buckle clip. You could see the 4 teeth. Love to say it's part of an old shoe buckle, but probably not, but still pretty cool.
So I just found a cute little button, I guess it is. This is it right here. The back though looks like that, which is kind of cool. So yeah, it looks like it might have a floral pattern on it. We'll have to clean it up more, but I think it's got a pretty flower on it. So that's kind of cool. It's oval shaped. It's different. I like it.
Here is the table for the wrap-up of the Black Swan Inn, not including, you know, 5 tons of pulled tabs, bottle caps, and miscellaneous metal. Back here, just the plates are just old iron. Here's some like brass, copper, giant pieces. This is a plate of lead, holy mackerel, and I'm not really sure. This certainly looks like a heel plate, but miscellaneous junk in the back. Bunch of light bulb parts over here. And let me see some silverware pieces and keys, sequins, this newer stuff. Not really sure what this is. Bullets. We got 2 musket balls out of there. Just some nice pieces, probably, you know, off some furniture and whatnot. Toys, a hammer to a gun. Not really sure what this is. This is it's kind of cool. I thought maybe a lighter because it looks like there's a tube in the back there, but not 100% sure. Monica Reed, wife found a ox knob there. She found her first dandy button, couple buckles. I think she also found her first heel plate. 100% sure, but that's what it appears to me like. This, it turned out to be really cool. She pulled this out of the ground. Upon some research, there is a maker's mark there. That's a gold electroplated face for a pocket watch, for a Keystone pocket watch from 1910 to 1920 area. She found a cool old lock, didn't know what to make of it, but I do believe there was a hook there, and there's the hole. Found, I think, some type of buckle, maybe possibly shoe. Not only did I dig one, but I dug 2 of the same skeleton keys, a brass keys. Crazy. Here's looks like a latch to a door or gate. Over here, button some snaps. I'm not really sure where it belongs. And there's some cool torch buttons and some buttons you saw in the video. Wife found a little D. Yep, she did. And here's the bling jewelry. that we dug up. I'm not sure if we got to see everything or not. This was kind of nice with the stones. Class ring that's just generic. Brass ring, gold plated pendant, and some charms and stuff. These were the little religious charms my wife had found that we had done a close up in the video. 19 wheat pennies. Back over here, though, some of my favorite stuff. Of course, some old suspender buckles. But this medallion, this medal my wife found, incredible. It is part of the Grand Army of the Republic back after the Civil War. And we are going to donate that to the Black Swan Inn. They can put it on display there. And anything else, really, they want. And this is... I believe the frame of a colonial shoe buckle. Found my first lingerie clip. This Goodfellows badge. Unfortunately, the pieces come out. Like I lost the L on the back side. I don't know, somewhere on the lawn, and the Goodfellows part comes out too. Not really sure what this is, but it's quite ornate. And here's boy, my wife's dug this up. It's I believe it's colonial cufflink. Very cool. I think I've ever found one. And there's a big pile of our Clyde coins. Yeah, it's good. I don't know, $10, $15 probably at least. It's a 1981 Namco token. We found 2 Indian head pennies, 1884, 1885. A trifecta of nickels of 1945 silver war nickel, an unknown date buffalo, and 1888 V nickel. And wife dug up 3 coppers. Boy, was she on a roll with that. In 1854, 47, and 38. All the Liberty heads, these are the braided hair, and that's a coronet, or I believe matron, they call it. Yeah, just weird as they get newer, they get in worse condition. I mean, this one's a beauty. It's pretty good, and yeah, that one's hard. Couple rosy dimes. My wife on 1950. I just made it with a 64. This beautiful $50, Walking Liberty $50 in a mole hole. Crazy find. And this was with the Liberty nickel, a 1876 seeded Liberty quarter. Very cool. My first seeded dug up. Very happy with that. And then for the treasures, we got the silver pendant, a diamond silver ring. There's 50 small diamonds in there. This is from Pandora. And wife found a silver ring with X's notched in. And the last one here is a silver with 18 karat gold included in it. So very, very nice earring. And yeah, overall, what an incredible place the Black Swan was. Really great people. Really great place. If you're ever up in the Tilton, New Hampshire area, give them a call. Prices are really quite reasonable. You know, same as you would get at any hotel, it seems. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and thanks for watching, and look forward to some more.